Hello YouTube and welcome to my channel. My name is Cleo, coming at you with another Netflix series review. We are going to talk about, or I'm going to say my opinion about Resident Evil. It was weeks ago I actually finished this series. It has been just much with work and responsibility outside work, so I just need to get this review up because I'm very into the games right now. So yeah, I'm gonna state my opinion about it, and I'm also gonna explain about the series, what it's about and everything like that for you guys that haven't actually seen it yet. So let's get to it. I remember when I was younger and I saw the Resident Evil games. It was such a long time ago. I think I saw 3. I remember the first one pretty well. I thought it was really cool, but since then I haven't really looked back. I've just moved forward. It was when I bought Resident Evil 8, which is not really a good representative to the Resident Evil universe, to be quite honest. But I bought the game and it's called Village. Amazing game. I love that game. It's one of my favorite up till date. And since then, actually, I've been doing some research here and there. I'm still very into the Resident Evil games. That I'm trying to say, I'm not so well read into the Resident Evil universe. So for someone that is kind of rookie, I'm gonna take this series as it is. And of course I've done some research, so I'm not going to talk blindly here. 2 different timelines in the series. One timeline is in New Raccoon City 2022, and then we have the present timeline, which is 14 years after the T-virus outbreak. In the beginning of the episode you can see a grown Jade Wesker observing Zeros. Zeros are zombie-like creatures that has no brain function. Now they became this way thanks to the T-virus. So what she is doing, observing this creature, is to see if the T-virus is developing. And as the series progresses, Jade will find out that they react to different smells, and some of them even can lead groups, like the Queen Zero that she will meet further into the series. So in this timeline, this apocalyptic world in 2036, you will see a world filled with the zombie-like creatures. Now they are human cannibals, rather, but yeah, for us it's quite like zombies. And you will also see other survivors, good and bad, trying just to survive this world. And this world is pretty much the result of the outbreak, thanks to the Umbrella Corporation. So in the New Raccoon City 2022 timeline, we get introduced to the 14-year-old Jade Wesker and Billy Wesker. They are half twins, so they had 2 different donors, and they are daughters to Albert Wesker. Albert Wesker is a top scientist that works in the Umbrella Corporation, and he answers to Evelyn Marcus, that is the CEO, and she is following her father's footsteps. She is also continuing the work of the drug called Joy. This drug called Joy is the T-virus. So the point with this drug is that Evelyn wants to cure anxiety and depression and heighten the concentration level in humans, but she's very, very ignorant to the side effect of this drug. The side effect of this drug, that is pretty severe, is that it can turn a normal human being into a bloody flesh eating cannibal, a zombie. So New Raccoon City is like an umbrella town. It is complete with high school and identical white houses. Neither of the girls were thrilled to move here, but they are trying to just live a normal life, go to school and try to fit in. So while they're doing this, their father is just carrying out his work. The further you come into the episode, or you will see this pretty fast, Albert Wesker starts to do questionable things. So he collects blood from his daughters and he injects himself with it. It is also when Albert Wesker takes Billy with him to work. And then she noticed that they actually experiment on animals, and she did not like that. So what she did was to convince her sister to break in to the Umbrella Corporation. And that is when it turns for the worst. So while the girls are inside the Umbrella Corporation, they stumble upon questionable things. Jade comes across her father's computer and see a footage of the Tijuana accident. She doesn't really fully understand the video though. Billy stumbles upon a door that looks like a safe, and curious as she is, she opens it and out comes a Doberman zombie looking dog. You know, that Doberman dog classical from the Resident Evil movies. The further in we go into the series, the more the girls will find out about the Umbrella Corporation, its history, and their father's involvement in the Tijuana incident. So as we follow Jade Wesker, the grown Jade Wesker, in the apocalyptic London in 2036, you will see her, like I said, observe the Zeros. She's observing the Zeros to see if the T-virus have caused their brain to a higher brain functioning. And as she is doing this, she is getting chased by the Umbrella Corporation. It seems like her sister has turned to the bad side. So I did a little bit of digging about the Tijuana accident, and what it said happened was that an employee in the Umbrella Corporation got bit by an affected lab rat. So he turned and then bit 9 other employees. You can see Evan and Micah talk about this outbreak. So what I remember was that her father was the CEO back then when the outbreak occurred. And it got so bad that they have to blow the whole town up, taking a lot of human lives. In my opinion, to be quite honest, the trailer was kind of off-putting. It wasn't really dragging me in. It didn't really feel, even if it was a long time ago, I watched the Resident Evil movies. I know what Resident Evil is, even though I don't know the story full. It didn't really seem like a Resident Evil series. It didn't look like it at all. So, but I gave it a try anyway. For me personally, for someone that really isn't a hardcore fan of Resident Evil, I haven't really done my research that way, I have to say, taking the series as it is, it's not bad, it's good, but not great. And I did get a little bit confused in the end, but I could see what was coming for season 2. The woman that plays Jade Wesker, I didn't mind her at all actually. I thought she was really badass. I wouldn't mind seeing her more in the Resident Evil world, maybe in an action movie or whatever. I actually enjoyed this actress. It was the actor that played Billy I didn't enjoy. The series had a lot of good, exciting, entertaining moments. I definitely enjoyed the action parts. Now that I've played Resident Evil 2, I do recognize a lot of monsters in the series, which is very cool. Sometimes the series felt a little bit too dragged out, and I didn't really enjoy the meeting between these two sisters, grown them. They cried a lot, and I feel like, how do you guys have time to cry when you guys are surrounded of cannibal eating monsters? First season is a pilot. I understand, like pilots are often very dull and boring. This series wasn't boring, it actually hooked me sometimes. I did expect it to be much worse, but I have hope for season 2. I will see season 2. I have to after this. I'm gonna give it one more try because I did enjoy a lot of the series. It's just some part was just annoying, dull, and dragged out, but I'm gonna have some hope for season 2. like I said, I don't know so much about the Resident Evil universe, but Resident Evil does has its own fan base, and I guess in a way I can understand why they're a little bit disappointed, because even I didn't feel like it was a Resident Evil series, if you know what I mean. Didn't really feel like it, but I had to take the series as it was, and I enjoy it that way. But if you're a person that is new, haven't played the games, heard of it the first time when you saw this trailer maybe, if you like zombies, evil corporations, and if you like to do some research, because there is very much lore here, then give it a try, I would say. Like I said, I will see season 2. I wasn't that disappointed at the series, to be honest. I did enjoy Jade Wesker very much. I would like to see her in other movies. I would like to see her maybe in the next Resident Evil movie. I don't mind. Anyway guys, that was it for me. If you did enjoy this review, please leave a like and subscribe today for more. Thank you and take care.